Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SMT. I gotta do this video. You guys gotta hear it from me. This is important. If you are considering buying the Samsung Galaxy S21, whether it's the regular or it's the Plus or the Ultra, you need to hear this. This is important. Let me start off by saying this about the Samsung Galaxy S21. If you get this phone, it's gonna be good. You're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be a very powerful, amazing experience for a smartphone. Never going to look at it and say, I wish I could have got something more, but you might if you wait and get something different. If you're coming out of an older smartphone, maybe like a 2 or a 3-year-old smartphone, this is going to be a substantial upgrade. I'm not trying to say that it's not. The problem is there are some things that have been changed in the Galaxy's execution when it comes to the S series, and these are some of the things that I think you need to consider before or if you upgrade. The first thing I want to tell you is the cellular upgrades coming to this phone are going to be excellent. The carrier aggregation and 5G bands is going to be tremendous. The LTE upgrades are there. The signal should be better. There's a lot of things going on with bandwidth that are going to be upgraded as well. It really is a worthy upgrade, especially if you have yet to purchase a 5G device. This thing's going to be standalone 5G ready. It also has non-standalone. It's going to have all the carrier bands for all types of 5G. All three models are going to have sub 6 GHz, which is low and mid-band 5G, and then it's also going to have millimeter wave. Unlike last year's S20 line, which the smaller S20, only the Verizon variant had the millimeter wave as well. So that's something important to note. That's the good stuff. The Wi-Fi 6, all that's great. So this is going to be an upgrade, I think, across the board for anybody, no matter what phone you had previously on a cellular standpoint. Even from a cellular standpoint, it'll probably be better than the iPhone. Where things get touchy, though, is everything else about the phone. The storage, the loss of the SD card slot. I also want to throw in that the battery size, the small one still has a very small battery. In my opinion, I think 4,000 milliamp hour is not going to cut it for a 5G device. The Plus got a nice little upgrade. It went from a 4,500 milliamp hour battery from last year to 4,800, so that's nice. The Ultra 5,000, it would have been nice to see that get a bump. But that's the battery. The charging upgrades are going to be nice as well. But here's where things get bad. The displays have regressed. The regular S21 and the S21 Plus are going from Quad HD last year to this new version only being 1080p. That's a regression. There's no charging brick in the box. That's a regression. There's no headphones in the box. That's a regression. Pretty much everything Apple did, Samsung is doing now. So I dogged Apple for doing this before. I'm dogging Samsung for doing it now. This is terrible. Okay, this is bad. They're taking value away from the purchase on the consumer side of things because of the environment. Folks, it has nothing to do with the environment and everything to do with profitability. That's just calling a spade a spade. The RAM situation's a little touchy. You got to get the Ultra to get a lot of RAM. To get the big storage, 512 gigs, you got to get the Ultra. To get a 1440p display, you got to get the Ultra. They want you to spend $11.99 or more to get everything you should be getting in the Plus, and probably the S21. So if you want a smaller phone, you're getting a lesser phone. And if you want the Plus, you're getting a lesser phone than the Ultra. This is the unfortunate truth about smartphone manufacturers in 2021. They don't care about the value. They don't care about what you're getting. They really only care about upselling to get you to spend more on a perceived higher up or more premium product. If you upgrade to one of these devices and you're coming out of a phone from the last couple of years, it's going to be a definitive upgrade. I think that's undeniable. But they got rid of a lot of things and they regressed the phone in a lot of ways. Yes, the cellular is going to be upgraded. We could potentially see up to 10 gigs per second on millimeter wave connections, which in my estimation is absolutely tremendous. But outside of cellular, there's a lot of regression here. They're going backwards. Samsung has gone away from the fabric of who they are. They are not who we once looked at them as being. They are not any different or any better than Apple. They are now the same. They dogged Apple about the charging cable. They pulled that out. Right? They dogged Apple about the headphone jack. They pulled that out. Everything they've said about Apple, they've now become. The truth is Samsung is who we thought they were becoming, which is just like Apple. So the question becomes, should you upgrade to these S-series devices? If you're coming out of a phone from the last couple of years, yeah, you could upgrade. There's definitely going to be upgrades happening there. From the cellular side, probably from the camera as well. But if you have an S20, or if you have a Note 20, couldn't blame you if you decided not to upgrade. Those phones were more expensive. I mean, these are a little cheaper, a little bit, but they regressed in a lot of ways, and they took some shortcuts to make it cheaper. So you're getting lesser phone, in my opinion. Tell me what you think. Tell me which, your thoughts and opinions on it. I mean, some people are going to disagree. Some people might agree. I'd like to hear what you have to say. The SMT Nation, go ahead and let your voice be heard. Comment down below in the comment section. We can get that conversation going. Thank you for tuning in. That's it for this episode here on the SMT YouTube channel. And hopefully we see you soon on the next video. Peace.